Hello there, welcome back to Fearful Investing on this edition of Placing Orders to Buy Equities. I'm your host, Dr. Bryson Alkiama. The information I'm about to share with you on this video is based on my years of experience investing in the stock market. I am not licensed to provide financial or investment advice. However, my education in the geosciences and nursing equipped me with the skills that helped me figure out the stock market. I am here to encourage you to explore the potentials of the stock market as a strategy for fighting poverty and reducing wealth disparities. If you are interested in any equity mentioned in this presentation, I encourage you to conduct your own research before putting your money in the equity. As a disclaimer, I do not have any relationship or business interest in any equity mentioned in this video other than buying and selling shares in the open market from time to time. Thanks for watching. Send me your comments, your likes, subscribe to this channel so that the next time we have a video out, you'll be the first to be notified. Follow me on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. In the inaugural video, we made a case for why everyone should be investing in the stock market. For those that have decided to open a self-directed account, this video will show you how to place orders to buy stock with emphasis on market versus limit orders. So again, the philosophy is fearful investing. It takes extra care not to take undue risk. Invest only your money. For beginners, does not encourage use of margin to purchase stock. Because when market falls, your broker will ask you to bring in more money. And if you're not able to bring in more money, they will liquidate your assets. Not using margin to buy stock helps you avoid buying high and selling low. Like you buy high and when market falls, if your broker asks you to bring in more money and you are unable to bring more money, so they will sell your stock. That creates the selling low scenario. So invest only on stable stocks with record of outperformance. We don't encourage investing on speculative or meme stocks. And those are stocks with poor fundamentals and increases your risk of losing your money when you purchase these stocks. Sometimes you can make money, but if you are a conservative investor, you want to focus on stock with stable fundamentals and with records of outperformance. So we don't encourage greed because greed and desire to become rich overnight can increase your risk of losing money. We encourage patience. We encourage being a scrupulous investor because scrupulous investing wins the race. In the inaugural video, we selected two stocks, BST and APAM, that we're going to be focusing on. That is, we're going to be demonstrating how to place orders to purchase these stocks. For review, BST is a closed-end fund with the capacity to capture growth as many of its top holdings are the high-flying stocks on Wall Street. While you wait for this growth to occur at a stock price of, initially when I made this video, it was 54, and the past week it came down to $51. It closed Friday, October 8th at $52. It pays you a monthly dividend of 5% as at October 8th, 2021. The interesting thing is that this stock increases dividend payout from 22.6 cents per share to 25 cents per share. And this happened like shortly after I made the inaugural video. So, however, even though it pays a 5% dividend, it has an expense ratio of 1%. So compare that with other funds with comparable holdings such as QQQ and VOO. Like I showed in the earlier video, this is how it plays out here. Dividend yield 5%, expense ratio 1%. For BST, for QQQ, it's 0.49% dividend yield and 0.2% expense ratio. BST has a monthly dividend and QQQ quarterly dividend, which means every 3 months. And VOO has quarterly dividend. It has dividend yield of 1.34 and expense ratio of 0.03. BST appears to be an actively managed fund. That's how they're able to generate the money they distribute. I believe they sell a lot of options, call options, put options. BlackRock is the big deal in stock market. They know how to manipulate the market to generate funds. So BST is a good bet. The stock is going to be growing and the dividend yield is going to be growing. Like they just bumped it up from 22.6 cents to 25 cents. Above all, it gives you a lower entry price. BST is less than $54, QQQ is $370 something, and VOO is $409. Okay, this is just to show how to place buy orders on eTrade platform. Assuming you've opened an eTrade self-directed account, this is their platform. You can, this search area here, you can use it to look up any stock you're interested in this case, BST. So you search and it takes you to BST. Okay. So you can see you have a buy button here, you have a sell button. If you are buying, you click the buy button. Like here just before that, let's see. Like I told you, they recently increased their dividend yields from 22.6 cents to 25 cents. Okay, so we are interested in buying this stock because it's a stock I have a lot of faith in for obvious reasons. So it takes you to a window where you would look at how things have been. And you can see here bid and act, like people that are interested in purchasing this stock are bidding $50, and people that are interested in selling it are requesting $55.31. Okay, usually during the trading hours, the bid and act prices are much narrower. So this is something that is out there for the weekend. Anyway, so sometimes here you have this action, buy, then quantity. How many do you want to buy? For illustration purposes, because we assume we are investing $110, part of that money will buy a stock of BST, and then the rest will buy a stock of APAM. We will get to APAM later on, but for now we are demonstrating how to put in orders to buy BST. So here, price type, you have a few options: market, market on close, limit order, stop on quote, stop limit on quote, and all this fancy stuff. But if you just want to get in, you can do market order, which means you will likely buy it for sometimes the middle price between the bid and ask, and other times you're just gonna buy it for the ask price. So because we don't want to do market, we want to do limit orders. You will select limit orders, and it gives you the option to select the price you want to buy it for. Okay, so over here you have how this stock traded in the past week. On Tuesday, it came all the way down to under $51. It closed the week at over $52. Now, if I want to look beyond the past week, say 3 months back, this is what you have. Okay, so the lowest price over the past 3 months happened this past week, which is here, 51 point something dollar. Past year, lowest price happened somewhere here in December last year. So it's not likely it's going to be coming back to that price as at December last year. So you can realistically set your limit price based on how this stock traded in the past week. But we are getting close to the beginning of earnings season, which will be starting on Tuesday, October the 12th. So except anything happens, stock prices will likely go up. So if you really want to get into this stock, you can place your order around, say, what it closed last Friday. So we can do $52. It closed at $52.30, but we can just do 52. Or you can even do 51.8. Because sometimes after buying a stock, the first move the stock makes is to fall, which means you'll be regretting, why did I pay more to buy this stock while I could have gotten it for less, So to save you from such agony, you can lowball your bid price so that if the market falls, then you would buy it at a lower price. The other thing I want to focus on is the fact that for the most part, stocks fall sometime around 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why it happens, but it's been a consistent trend. So over here, you can see that the stock market opens at 9:30 a.m. and most times it starts trending down and gets to its lowest value around 10 o'clock, give and take a few minutes before it starts heading back up again. For example, you can see that it opened at a higher price here, it trended down, and it came all the way here, and this happened around 10 o'clock, right? Give and take a few minutes before or after 10. It's always the case that stock prices fall at around 10, and then if they're gonna recover from the fall, it recovered just like it did here, right? It recovered and then stayed flat around there before the other dynamics kicked in, and it ended up closing much lower on Friday. Okay, so that's it. Then duration, how long do you want your order for? Sometimes this is good for the day, which means after the day, the order expires. But if you want the order to hang on for much longer, you can change it to good for 60 days. There's other options, but for now, for some simplicity, I picked up good for 60 days. So you review, and then you have the option to place the order, or you have the option to cancel or to change the order. So we'll place the order. So that's it. Your order has been placed. So now you've put in your order to buy your first stock, assuming you are new to investing, but this is how to do it. So moving forward, we're gonna do exactly the same thing we did for BST. We're gonna do the same thing for APAM. So the other stock we're gonna be placing order to buy is Artisan Partners Asset Management Incorporated with the symbol APAM, APAM. For review, APAM is an asset management stock. It's currently going for $50 per share as at October 8, 2021. Its assets under management have grown steadily in the last few quarters, from about $125 billion 2 quarters ago to over $170 billion at the end of second quarter 2021, with corresponding increases in earnings. APAM pays a dividend of 80% of its earnings, which in the most recent quarter was $1 per share, having reported earnings of $1.28 per share. So this is the earnings profile of APAM based on Yahoo Finance. In the most recent quarter, it was projected to earn $1.25 when it ended up earning $1.28. You can see that in the previous quarters, it has consistently beaten earnings expectations. So next quarter, they are projecting for it to earn $1.33. And given its track records, I am almost certain that it's gonna do better than that. And that translates to the expectation that is going to pay over $1 per share in dividends next quarter. So going over to the eTrade platform to see how to place a trade to buy APAM, like we just placed an order to buy BST. So this gives you an option to click here to place another order. So here we will say APAM, and again we are buying and we want to buy 1 share. Okay, and we want the price, select price type. We want to use limit orders. So you can see the bid and ask here. They're bidding $42, which is, again, this is like comic. It closed the on Friday around 50.2, but this is weekend stuff, so anybody can put in any price, but all this will change as soon as trading starts the next business day. And this is a preview of how the stock traded this past week. Its lowest price was on Tuesday. It came down to less than $48. So if you want to put in a limit order based on how it performed over the past week, you can say put in your 48 or $47.8 here, hoping that it will, at some point during the coming days, it will fall down to that. But there is a chance that it's not going to come back to 47 plus. So there is a chance it's going to keep going up, which means you will eventually have to buy the stock for more. So that calls your judgment. How do you want to proceed? Do you just want to wait around and pray that it falls down to 47.8 again, or do you just want to get a share and move on? So let's take a middle ground. Okay, let's just do $49. And we hope that sometime during the week, there may be something that will make the stock fall for us to get it at 49. Otherwise, you will eventually pay more to get into this stock. So like before, you want the stock, the order to be active for 60 days, and you are previewing the order, and you are having the option to place the order. Okay, so now we've put in orders for BST and APAM on the eTrade platform. I'm just gonna switch over to Merrill Edge to show you, give you a different perspective on how to do this on a different trading platform. So I have already placed these orders. I think I placed this on October the 6th, and that's for BST, and I placed this on October the 5th for APAM. So this is one of my son's investment account, which I manage for him. He's a 12th grader and works part-time at Panera. He gets paid every week, and he's been giving me like $100 every week to invest for him. So I have this trade set up here already, but I will have to open it up to show you how the platform operates. So let me assume that I want to change something. So this is trade here. You can trade stock or ETF, which is what we are doing. We are not doing options. So we are trading stock. We are buying stock. So I put in option to buy and symbol, APAM, and quantity. I want to buy is 2. Though order type, limit order, this is, I am hoping the stock will fall again to 48.2. And if that happens, the order will execute. But like you can see, it appreciated by 58 cents on Friday, and that meant that it closed at 50 plus. So if it doesn't come down to $48, then this order will not likely execute. I may end up changing the price to something close to wherever it's trading. Okay, but for now, this is how it's set up. So I do not intend to change anything. So I will go here, do not change the order. Okay. For the BST, I will do similar thing. Open up the dialog box or the dialog window to show you guys how it is again. Action type buy, symbol BST, quantity 1, and limit order. I'm bidding 51.65. It closed Friday at 52.22. It lost like 25 cents on Friday because it was higher on Thursday. Okay, so the past week it got down to less than $51, I think, on Tuesday. So I am hoping that at some point in the near future it will get down to 51.65, and this order will execute. If it doesn't, I may end up changing the price and buying it a little higher. Okay, again, I do not want to change anything, so I will click do not change. So that is it there for you guys. Assuming I didn't put in these orders here. This is the Mirror Edge platform. You go to trade here, you want to buy stock. It opens this dialog box for you. You can select action you want to buy. What do you want to buy? Say, assuming we want to buy BlackRock itself. So it gives you that. And then what quantity do you want to buy? Let's say 1. Okay. So BlackRock closed Friday at $840 something. So it gained $2.05 on Friday. So, but I don't want to buy that. So I will just bid it a little lower, 780, right? And good until canceled. This wouldn't work because this account is saying that I have, okay, it gives me the option to submit the order anyway, but it's giving me a warning that I don't have enough fund to buy this stock because it's not a margin account. And of course, I said earlier, I don't encourage buying on credit because if the market falls, your broker will ask you to bring more money. And if you don't bring more money, they will sell the stock to bring your account to positive. And that means that they will sell your holding at a lower price than what you bought it, which means buy high and sell low. That's one way to lose money in the stock market. And so thanks for watching. Send me your comments, your likes, and subscribe. Follow me on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram.